Is Ryan the one? Are you, Ryan? Are you?
Forget cable, switch to Frontier. The Fios Triple Play brings dedicated 100% fiber optics to your home. Fios TV, 15x5 internet and digital phone for $108.50 per month with 2-year price protection plan on qualifying service. FrontierPacificNW.com.
Sorry, got a little laugh from Brady about that one. But that's the question: is Ryan Tannehill the one? He's maybe this week's flavor of the month in terms of the quarterbacks. He didn't participate a whole lot at the combine, but everyone seems to like him, even though he is a wide receiver for a bulk of his college career. Only has 20 career starts at quarterback. Had a big year last year for Texas A&M. Seems tough, seems athletic. His description in Mike Sando's piece today was how he likes to move out of the pocket and throw the ball on the run and throw it downfield, which is just what Pete Carroll would like. Bob, for some reason, I'm sensing skepticism and pessimism in your face.
Yes.
Am I right?
You are right.
He's not worth the pick at number 12.
Not in my eyes, he's not. Doesn't mean he won't turn out to be that, but as we sit here now, based on what we know of him and what we're learning about him, he's a guy that I feel like everybody's talking themselves into. We're desperately, the media, the media and the fans are desperately trying to find that third quarterback. There's Luck, there's RG3. Who's number 3? And depending on who you talk to, it's Tannehill. Well, he didn't participate in the combine because he's got the foot issue. He's going to have his pro day coming up. There's Cousins out there. There's Osweiler. There's Whedon. I feel like it's just everybody's kind of a hodgepodge of guys you could make cases for, but you're not really passionate about any of them.
How different is that than last year, though?
I think it's true every year. I think it's true every year because of the nature of this position. You desperately need that franchise quarterback, and it is a rare commodity in this league, as we've come to learn year in, year out. There are busts and there are booms every year at that position, and people are hoping this is a diamond in the rough. I think that he's going to get that heat behind him. I assume he'll have a good pro day because it's a controlled environment that he controls, shorts, shirt, his receivers, no pass rush, and his field of choice, so there's no reason he won't have a good pro day. I really feel like he's a guy that, we talked about RG3 kind of coming out of nowhere when we heard about Luck for so long. I feel like Tannehill's a guy like that. I mean, it was Landry Jones for the longest time, and now he's out, he's going back to school, and it's Barkley's going back to school. I don't recall hearing much about Tannehill, and all of a sudden he's going to be the third best quarterback in this draft and a franchise guy?
Well, he threw for 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, and really his first full year as a starter. I agree with you that he's probably the one guy. Jake Locker went 8th in the draft last year, and with the Tennessee Titans going out and getting Matt Hasselbeck and saying that Jake Locker's not going to start for us in year 1, and even though other guys around him picked later than him in the first round, and heck, Andy Dalton was picked in the second round, did start, Locker only played when Matt Hasselbeck was hurt, and they're actually thinking about doing that for another year in Tennessee. Now, I don't know if the Seahawks could do it for 2 years, but you got a situation with the Seahawks, if they were interested in Tannehill, if they liked him and took him at number 12, I don't think they'd have to, what other teams would have to do, rush him in there and make him a starter before he's ready. You've got one more year of Tavares Jackson, who you're okay with. I think you're okay with him for one more year. You can have Tannehill on the bench learning behind him. I don't think you can spot him 2 or 3 years, but maybe 1 year in watching on the NFL level is enough.
Well, I don't mind that scenario. I just don't like it with the 12th overall pick. Now, it doesn't mean he won't go higher than that.
But that's the only way you can get him, and you like him. You got to take him.
Is it, though? I mean, right now, the talk is, and we spoke with Jason Cole from Yahoo Sports, and if you missed that conversation, you can go to the podcast on 710sports.com, which is where you're at right now if you're watching this video.
In case you didn't know.
He said he's hearing that he'd go in the top 10. Right. That's what he's hearing now. Now, maybe by time draft day comes, Kirk Cousins is the flavor of the month, and he's the guy everybody's talking about, and Tannehill drops. I don't know. But I just spending the 12th overall pick on that guy that I feel like on some level you're having to sell yourself on, I don't feel great about it.
I don't feel so bad. You?